remember driving around Birmingham, sitting in the vehicle with you, asking you, Billy, how did you and Kelly make it through this? And how did your marriage survive? So can you describe that for us?
Well, the first answer is the grace of God, because we're no different than anybody else. We're not special. We're just the average person from Birmingham that likes to ski, and but it, it's we hung on to each other, encouraged each other, but also I can say we prepared for it without knowing we prepared for it, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Um, Jesus says, I wrote down the reference, so I wouldn't forget it, but in John 16:33, Jesus says, in this world you will have
Mhm.
trouble, tribulation, but take heart, I've overcome the world. So if Jesus says we're going to have trouble, don't you think we ought to prepare for trouble? Well, how do you do that? And it's in Matthew 7:24 through 27. If you ever grew up going to vacation Bible school, you learn this in a little children's song, and I'll
Mhm.
spare you from some singing the song, but it says, the wise man who keeps my commandments and obeys my word is like the man who built his house on the rock. And when the storms come, the storms beat against the house and blew, but it stood firm.
Mhm.
And so it's not that we're the best Christians in the world, but we were heading in that direction. We were reading our Bibles, trying to do what God tells us to do, raise our kids in a godly home. So when our storm of life came, we were able to stand firm. Now, it was a storm, it was hard, it wasn't
Mhm.
easy, but we were able to stand firm. And you know the second part of that verse, the man who builds his house on the sand, when the storms come, the house gets blown away. So, what's the sand? The sand is building it on money or relationships or things and temporary things of this world. This do not satisfy. And so I would say that's a way we prepared without even knowing it.